Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Black Belt Tea Ceremony. The Black Belt ceremony is traditionally divided into 9 parts. The number 9 is very important in Korean culture. It is the highest single digit before double-digit numbers, which makes that number looked upon with great value. There is always a starting point in everything we do in life. Just as a form begins in the center, just as we get up from our beds in the morning, we return to them at night. The new Black Belts will now show you Sangam 1 to represent where we all begin. Respect. The bow demonstrates a student's loyalty and humbleness to their sabonim. The depth of the bow illustrates the level of respect from student to instructor. The sounding of the gong. The gong, a circle, represents the beginning and the end. The gong sounds 9 times slowly, 1 time for each belt color, representing the 9 forms of Sangam Taekwondo between white and black belt. Knowledge. In times past, teas were used to show the seriousness of a ceremony. It is a manifestation of those partaking of it, showing they believe in what they are doing. It is not something to be taken lightly. Next is the ceremonial passing of knowledge through water. We are going to use tea to demonstrate knowledge passed from instructor to student. Humility and loyalty. These are the 2 most important attributes in the character of a friend in your life and in the martial arts. I will now tell you the story of the soap and candle. As Eternal Grandmaster H.U. Lee left Korea to start his new life in America, he was given a gift by his instructor. He did not open it until he was alone that evening. The gift was a simple bar of soap and a candle. Eternal Grandmaster did not understand the meaning of this gift and wondered why this was all his instructor offered him after his years of loyalty. It was not until later, and as an instructor himself, did he realize the important meaning behind these precious gifts. A leader must make constant sacrifices, as does the soap and candle. The soap cleanses the body by sacrificing itself, just as leaders sacrifice themselves daily to help cleanse the student mind and body. A candle's light is seen as knowledge. The light reveals what cannot be seen. The candle must also constantly sacrifice itself as it melts away in order to keep the flame alive. In the same way, a leader must illuminate with knowledge and guidance so that a student can understand their path. A path that was once dark and without knowledge to one that has light and knowledge of Taekwondo. The candidates will now light a candle to represent their willingness to make daily sacrifices for others. This proves their loyalty as students of Sangam Taekwondo. So the students will now sign their names to the ancient scroll. Nobility. Warriors of ancient times are bestowed with titles and positions with the dubbing of a sword or scepter. As it was in ancient times, the candidates are dubbed to the next rank of black belt with the tying of their belts by their sabonim, publicly demonstrating and acknowledging that they have achieved this rank through hard work and perseverance, with the help of the black belts who have come before them.
Liam started before all of us, 2015, so he's been doing this for 8 years now. He's worked really hard. I don't know if he remembers, he started as a tiger, and he could not pay attention at all. He got kicked out of class once because he was staring at himself in the mirror instead of Mr. B. So, yes, he did. But he's grown up so much. I'm really proud of you. You worked really hard for this, and I'm proud of him, not just for earning his belt and working hard for this, but I'm proud of all the lessons that he's learned here. He's learned to be a really good gentleman. I can't be proud enough when all of his teachers always tell him how a kind boy he is. And I would see him just randomly help strangers whenever he can. He wouldn't be that person without the help of this studio and this family. So I'm proud of you, and thank you so much for all of that.
We're so proud of him. It was true that he was one of those kids that Mr. B dragged across the floor. He was actually on his leg and he was like pulling him off because he didn't want to pay attention. So yeah, he has improved a lot. He would be like a loner. If you ask him now, most of his friends are from the studio, not really from school. There's only a few, but he would always say his friends are from the studio. And he has really changed dramatically. Like his social skills are way different from when he started. Like he would always be that child away from the group, and Mr. B would have to like tell him to move over. But now he'd be introducing himself. But again, for now, only in the studio, because I think he feels very comfortable in here, and this is our second home. Like I would always say, like we used to live here actually. We used to be here every day when the schedules were crazy. But yeah, most of the friendships and the relationships we've made in the studio is really priceless and very memorable and close to our hearts. So congratulations, and thank you to my instructors. We appreciate everything.
The four of you standing out here, extremely proud of. Know that there is a level of accountability and community through this process. And it's a gratifying experience when you're able to do this with the people that you choose to be with. You made the choice of going through this process for either the first time, the second time, or even the third time. And every time is a little bit different. The fact that you're still growing and training through that summer just shows how much you care and how much you desire of wanting to continue through this progression.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand, for it is our pleasure and honor to